Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome again, dear students. This is Miss Layla Al-Jihani. Inshallah, today we will continue our unit 3, lesson 10 reading, lesson 9 reading. If we want to recall what we have covered in the previous lesson, we covered the conversation between two men. We looked at the conversation, we read the conversation, we gathered some detail, we answered questions about these conversation. Also, we practiced a conversation between you and your friend, imagining that you are in an airplane and you met someone you know or you don't know, and you start making a conversation. So we imitated the conversation we take. Okay, so inshallah by the end of our lesson, the reading lesson today, you will be able to scan the text for specific details. So you will have questions and you answer these questions related to the text. So you have to scan for the answers. So before we read, okay, I have two questions for you. Page 28 and 29. What do you know about student exchange programs or language study programs abroad? I think last class I talked about exchange student programs. What do you remember from the things I said? If I tell you there is an exchange student program, okay, can you remember? Usually it's not done in schools, in high schools, and years of school. They do it here in Saudi in university for university students. So they have a group of students here in Saudi and they select a country to exchange their students. So they take 5 from another country, let's say from London or from New York or from Australia, and they give them 5 Saudi students. So it's an exchange students. Usually it lasts for 1 year, 2 years. It depends on what they are, what they're gonna learn when they go there, okay? It depends on what kind of program is it, okay? We have language programs. There is a lot of Saudi university, they do this exchange student program for 1 year. They send you either, if you're studying English, they send you to London or America, either Britain or America, to practice the language more. Then you come back and finish your studies. Or if you're studying French, they send you to France, okay? So this exchange, what is the point of it? Why do they do it? Why do they take some students and send them there to study? Why? Can you tell me, can you think why they are doing this? Excellent, to improve the language or practice the language more. So you will have an experience in a normal life where you go around in an English culture or an American culture where you practice the language around with the people around you, okay? So this is the reason why. Would you like to go on one? Do you think you want, inshallah, when you go to university, would you apply for an exchange student program or a language study program? Yes, you would. No? So some of you said yes, some of you said no. If yes, why? If no, why? Why do you want to go? Excellent, to know more about the culture. So you see different places, you see different people, you experience the culture, the traditions of another country other than Saudi. The boys and girls who said no, why? Why you don't want to go abroad to finish your studies? Can you tell me why? You don't want to leave your family? It's reasonable, yeah, I understand that you don't want to leave your country, the people around you, your friends, but it's a good experience, okay? So throughout the reading, we have different pictures. What can you tell me about the pictures? They are pictures of what? And the title, we know it's about, excellent, we're talking about Saudi Arabia. We see the man, he's wearing al-ghutra wal-iqal wal-thob, and the other 2 pictures, we can see a lot of buildings. We know it's our tradition, our traditional buildings. These are buildings in Asir, in Abha, and here we have also, here they show you the Saudi cuisine. What do I mean about Saudi cuisine? Yes, we're talking about the Saudi traditional food, it's a restaurant where they serve Saudi traditional food, okay? So study Arabic in Saudi Arabia. So the reading will be about studying Arabic in Saudi Arabia, okay? Let's go through the reading paragraph by paragraph. Then I will ask questions after each one of them. Listen to the audio and then we will ask the questions.
Saudi Arabia is the perfect destination if you want to learn the Arabic language and Islamic culture. Saudi Arabia is unique, with lots of traditions, historic places, and contrasts in scenery. Why learn Arabic in Saudi Arabia? Because there is so much to see and visit, you can be sure you'll never run out of things to do before and after your Arabic classes.
Okay. So we read, you heard the audio, okay? I have some questions for you, okay? If you didn't have a chance to follow, please read it. Just skim it, scan the reading. What makes Saudi Arabia special? Why do you think Saudi Arabia is a special country? Why do you think it's special? It's from the reading. What did they say about Saudi? They said Saudi Arabia is what? Unique. It's one of the vocabulary we're looking at today. Unique. That means it's very special, okay? Unique, it's like no other place. It has its own identity, its own culture, own tradition, okay? You can't find it in any other place. So they said, what makes it special? It's special because, so unique, it's another word for special, by the way. Because, excellent, with lots of traditions, it has lots of traditions, historic places, okay? And contrast in scenery. What does contrast in scenery? What does it mean when I say there is a contrast in scenery? What does scenery mean? Excellent, it's the views. We have the deserts, صح? It's a scenery. Contrast in scenery means we have deserts, we have beaches, we have mountains, we have a lot of trees, we have different buildings, so we have the cities, so we have different views. Okay, this is what they mean about contrast in scenery, okay? What makes Saudi Arabia a good place to learn Arabic? Why do you think here? It's from here. So the answer will be in this part. Why do you think learning Arabic is good in Saudi Arabia? Why? What do you think? Why? Okay, because you can be sure you will never run out of things to do, okay, before and after your Arabic classes. And there is so much to see and visit. So there are a lot of things to do, a lot of things to say. So for the first questions, because of the tradition, historic places, and contrast in scenery, there are lots of things to do outside the class. There is a lot to see and visit. You have a lot of things to do before and after the classes, the Arabic classes. So you have other things to do while you are learning Arabic in Saudi Arabia, okay? Please, when you read this text, pay attention on the words they use, because inshallah in next class, when you're doing your project, you will do something similar. So please pay attention to the reading. You will do something similar. So here they are advertising the learning Arabic in Saudi Arabia. So inshallah next class you will do the same, okay? Not only Arabic, you can advertise anything, but you will do something similar, okay? Yalla, let's see the next paragraph. Why learn Arabic? Bismillah, let's hear the audio.
Why learn Arabic? Arabic is the language of the Holy Quran. It is spoken by more than 340 million people around the world, mainly in the Middle East and North Africa. Like English, there are many different dialects in Arabic, but the majority of speakers in Saudi Arabia, the UAE, Oman, Kuwait, Yemen, Bahrain, and Egypt all understand each other. Arabic is commonly spoken in many other places, even where it is not the first language, for example, in the United States and increasingly in European countries.
Okay, let's see the questions. Here they talked about the different dialects, the places where they speak Arabic, right? How many people speak Arabic? They mentioned the number. So when I say how many people speak English, we're looking for a number. Where can you find the number in the text? They mentioned a specific number. Excellent. It is spoken by more than 340 million people around the world. So this much are speaking this language. Where do people speak Arabic? Where? They mentioned the places. Here, they mentioned it. Yes, they said in the Middle East and North Africa. Or you can say Saudi Arabia. Majority is in Saudi Arabia, or UAE, or Oman, Kuwait, Yemen, Bahrain, and Egypt. So all of these countries, they speak Arabic. The third question, are there many dialects in Arabic? What do they mean about dialects? What do they mean about dialects? Like if you think about Saudi Arabia, we're not going to talk about other countries. When you are from Asir, and you're from Riyadh, and you are from Jeddah, do you speak the same Arabic? Or there is a difference? It's the same language, صح? But is it different? Yes, there is a difference. This difference, we call it dialect. Like if you're a Saudi, you don't speak like an Egyptian man, صح? They speak differently. So this difference, we call it a difference in the dialect, not the language. We have the same language, okay? So do they speak, are there many dialects in Arabic? صح, yes, we do. We have different dialects. It depends on the country, the region you are from. We have different dialects, and they mentioned it in the text also. Okay, so how many people? We said the number is 340 million. Where do they speak? Either you can say this answer, or we said you can say the majority speak in Saudi until Egypt, okay? Are there many dialects in Arabic? You can say yes, there are, okay? Now let's see the next text, okay? Please follow while the audio is recording, okay? Let's listen.
Why register at the Arabic language school? Learning the language at our school, you will study the language and the culture of Islam. You will recite the Holy Quran, practice conversation, listen, and learn to read and write Arabic. Soon you will be comfortable speaking and using words and expressions the local people use. Accommodations, you will live with a family. You will share their delicious food, their experiences, and learn all about everyday life in Saudi Arabia. The family members and local people will be pleased to help you with the language and help you experience the culture.
Okay, here in this paragraph they talked about why they want you to register in Arabic language school. So they're giving you reasons to register. So they want you to register. We said it's an advertisement. You have to grab students. You have to tell them good things about coming to Saudi. Keep this in mind. They talked about accommodation also. They talked about accommodation. What do they mean? The way, where do they live? Okay, accommodation, it's the living, the place where they live. Are they going to live in a hotel when they come from another country? Where are they going to live? In houses? They will rent their own. You will give them accommodation. You will give them a host family. What are they going to do? Okay, keep this in mind when you, inshallah, we'll talk about that next class. What will you study at the school? So here, they're asking, what are you going to study? They mentioned things to study. Do you remember? Yes, they said you will study what? Excellent, the language and the culture of Islam. Yes? And also you will recite the Holy Quran, practice conversation, listen and learn to read and write Arabic. So they explained what are you going to do when you go to this school, the things you will cover, okay? The last question here, why will it be good to live with a family. Why did they say here? They said you're going to live with a family, a Saudi family. Why? Why is it good? Why? They mentioned something. So here it's in the accommodation. Why do you think? So you will live with a family, you will share their delicious food. This is one of the reasons, their experiences, and learn all about everyday life in Saudi Arabia. صح? So this is the reason they mentioned. Excellent. Yes, as we said before, the language and culture, Islam, Holy Quran, this is what you will learn. You will share their food experience, learn about everyday life in Saudi Arabia. Okay, easy. It's a very easy reading. We have this paragraph. I believe it's the last one on your book. Why Abha? So here they are talking about Abha specifically. Okay, let's hear the audio. Okay, listen together.
Why Abha? Abha is the capital of the Asir province. It is located in the Asir Mountains, 2,200 meters, 7,218 feet, above sea level. Its mild climate makes it a popular tourist destination, with average temperatures between 12°C, 54°F, and 24°C, 75°F. With a population of over 250,000, Abha is neither big nor small. The town is known for its traditional stone and mud brick houses. But it also has modern hospitals and universities. Abha has a rich heritage and a buzzing marketplace with regional foods and crafts. It attracts a great number of visitors, especially in summer, who come to relax and to take part in the lively atmosphere at the local summer festivals. Some even enjoy paragliding.
Here he talked about Abha, and here he said it's the capital of Asir. Okay, and he gave us a lot of information about the temperature, about how high is it, okay? And he gave different information, the population, the weather, how is the weather, how Abha is rich with heritage. So he gave a lot of information about Abha and why is it a good city to live in or to visit, okay? So I have these questions, why Abha is related to it. It's a big text, I couldn't include it under it. So look at your book and answer these questions with me. Is Abha in the mountains or by the sea? So here, on the paragraph, he talked about Abha. Where is Abha? Is it on the mountain or by the sea? By the sea, what do I mean? Like what? What cities are by the sea? Excellent. We have Jeddah, Yumbu, Dammam, Al-Khubar. These are cities by the sea, right? And so Abha is excellent. It's on the mountains. What is the climate in Abha like? He mentioned something. How is it? He described it. Scan the text with the information. Okay? He talked about the temperature. Okay? Is Abha an old city or a modern city? Is it a very old city or it's a modern city? He talked about heritage. So it is excellent. It's an old city. What is the people of Abha? What is the population, of Abha? He talked about the population. What does he mean? How many people live in Abha? The population, how many people? He mentioned the number. Scan the text and answer for the number. What attractions are there in Abha? Why do people go to Abha? What attract people to go to Abha? Why do you visit Abha? The reasons. So here you have to mention the reasons, right? Let's see the answer. So Abha is in the mountains. What is the climate? It has mild climate with temperatures between 12 degrees and 24 degrees. Okay? Is Abha an old city or a modern city? On the text they said both because they talked about the universities. They mentioned something about university. They said there are a lot of universities there and a lot of malls and these things. And also he said there is their heritage, their mud bricks houses, right? What is the population? Over 250,000. What attractions are there? Rich heritage, marketplace, summer festivals, and paradigm. After reading, circle the correct meaning of the words as used in the brochure. So the reading, is it from a newspaper? Is it a newspaper? لا, it's a brochure. What do I mean about a brochure? It's something you give, distribute to attract people, and people will read it. They say, خلاص يلا, I will go. Okay, so you will do something similar. Okay, brochure, it's a piece of paper where you write a lot of information about a place or a festival or a mall or something you want to advertise. Okay, and you give it to people and they read it. Okay, and then they will say, okay, it's a good place, yalla, let's go. Okay, usually you find it in the places where there are a lot of tourists around. They have brochures of trips, brochures about places to sightsee the city. Okay, so the places they mentioned, so they give it to tourists, and then they will say, okay, I will join this tour or I'll join the other one. Okay, so here, look at the brochure we have in front of us. We circle the correct meaning of the word. So we have to go back to the text when we answer. Okay, the first one we have unique. In the first paragraph we have the word unique. Do you remember? What does it mean, unique? Does it mean strange, wala special, or to be chosen? What does it mean? Think about it. Read the whole sentence, and then you will get the meaning. Which one is it? Okay? To run out in the second paragraph, what does it mean? To go out the door, to come to an end, be left without, or to use up everything. What does it mean? You have to go back to the reading, okay, to answer. So be means unique, means special, based on the reading, and to run out, to come to an end, be left without. Okay, let's see number 3 and 4. We have dialects. We talked about dialects. What does it mean? Local varieties of language, spelling differences, or different accents. What does it mean? In paragraph 3, recite. Here they said recite the Quran. Recite in paragraph 4. What does it mean? Is it telling a story, answering a question, or repeat from memory? What does it mean? Okay, let's see the answers. Excellent. So dialects, local varieties of language, and recite, repeat from memory. We recite the Quran, we memorize the Quran, then we recite it. Okay, 5, we have rich in the last paragraph, and we have heritage in the last paragraph also. These two words, look at it, look at the last paragraph. Where is it? Read the whole sentence. Rich doesn't mean wealthy, have a lot of sugar, or have a lot of good things. What does it mean? Okay, heritage, traditions, money from relatives, or a preserved buildings, What does it mean? Have a lot of good things. This is what does rich mean. We're not talking about money. We say this city is rich. That means there is a lot of good things, a lot of values, a lot of tradition, a lot of good things, okay, in it. We're not talking about money. Heritage, we say it's a tradition, the tradition we have, okay? This is for part A. Okay, we have 7 also and 8. We have buzzing, last paragraph, and atmosphere. What does it mean? Buzzing, chaotic, or busy and lively, or very hot. What does it mean? Look at the paragraph, read the sentence to get the meaning. Also, we have atmosphere. What do they talking about? Are they talking about traffic, the way and place or situation makes you feel, or gases surrounding Earth? What does atmosphere mean here? Okay? Yes, buzzing means busy and lively. The way, atmosphere, the way a place or a situation makes you feel. Okay? For part B, answer the question. What are the advantages of learning Arabic? What do you think the advantages of learning? Advantages. Am I looking for the good things or the bad things when you learn Arabic? Excellent. I'm looking at the good things when I learn. Why do you think? When you read the text, when you read it, did they mention anything negative? لا, they talked only about the good things. So can you tell me some examples? It gives you, when you learn Arabic, you can visit and experience the culture in Saudi Arabia, right? What other things, what other good things they mention? You can live with a family and you experience the real Saudi living. So they mentioned really good points, good advantages of learning Arabic in Saudi Arabia. Question 2, how will students learn Arabic at Arabic language school? What did they say? They mentioned things, how they're gonna learn. They mentioned about the classes. They mentioned 2 lines about classes. Look back at the text, try to find it, okay? Where will students live during their stay in Abha? Where are they gonna live? So you have to look under accommodation, okay? Where are they gonna live? What is the weather like in Abha? They talked about the weather, so describe the weather, okay? Why is the town so popular with visitors? Here they are referring to Abha. Why is it popular with visitors? Why people go there a lot? Give me the reasons. They mentioned the reasons. Let's do it one by one. Number 1, Arabic is spoken by more than 340 million people, so it can help you communicate with lots of people. So it's very useful language to learn and pick up, and you can use it in different countries. How will students learn Arabic? Students will recite the Holy Quran, practice conversation, listen, learn to read and write Arabic. Where will student live? Student will live with a family, okay? The last 2 questions, what the weather like? Abha, it's a mild climate with temperatures between 12 to 24. Why is the town so popular? The climate is good and Abha has a rich heritage, etc. Okay, this is the reason. Why is it a popular city? Okay, for your homework, I want you to do page 105, do the practice. Okay, if we want to remember what we have covered today. Today we looked at the text, right? We skimmed the text. We learned that it's a brochure to attract students to study in Saudi Arabia, right? What else did we learn? We answered questions. We answered questions, vocabulary questions based on the meaning on the text. So we refer to the text to answer this question. So that's it for today. Inshallah, I will see you next class. Good luck.